Murphy sitting in an office looking at his phone watching young, scantily clad women dancing on TikTok. Intercom buzzes. Hoffman. Yeah, what is it, Sugar Tits? Jan hooks over the intercom.
Mr. Murphy, I've told you repeatedly my name is not Sugar Tits. It's Janet Hooker.
Hoffman. Fair point. With a last name like Hooker, I don't need to go too far afield to harass you. What's up? Hooks.
Mr. Pryor is here to see you?
Hoffman. Jesus, tell him I'm at an NAACP fundraiser or something. Hooks.
I have you on speaker. He can hear you?
Hoffman. Okay, whatever. Send him in. Richard Pryor enters the office and sits in a chair opposite Hoffman's desk. Hoffman. Hey there, Richie, what's up? Do you need me to call the fire department or something? Pryor.
I've told you I don't appreciate that joke, Mr. Murphy.
Hoffman. Okay, holy shit, whatever. Okay, how can I take time out of my busy day to indulge you, Mr. Pryor? Pryor.
Well, Mr. Murphy, I've been meaning to talk to you about a few things regarding the show.
Hoffman. Like what? Did John Candy get into the brown paint again or something? Pryor.
Well, no, not that I know of. But I wanted to mention that I don't think there's enough diversity on your show.
Hoffman belts out laughing. Richie, I can't just have Radner flashing her cooter everywhere. Pryor.
What are you talking about?
Hoffman. You said you didn't think there was enough pussy on the show, right? Pryor.
No. I said diversity.
Hoffman. Okay. Well, I can't force Key and Peele to drive off a cliff, Richie, okay? I'm doing the best I can. Pryor.
Well, that's the thing. There's plenty of African Americans among the cast already. I'm starting to get pretty pissed off that we aren't being featured more.
Hoffman. Well, here's the thing, Richie, okay? I'm the only son of a bitch who can hear you guys, okay? So that means I have to do your voices for the show, and once I start doing all these black people all the time, okay, people are going to get mad that I'm a white guy doing black guy's voice, okay? People will go after me instead of black face. They'll say I'm racist for using black voice, okay? You understand, I'm sure. Pryor.
Well, that may be an issue. Maybe it could be alleviated somewhat by the nature of your sketches. Perhaps you could produce sketches that exemplify the struggles that African Americans face.
Hoffman. Did Colin put you up to this or something, that fucking Mick? Pryor.
I'm serious, Mr. Murphy. I don't think you appreciate enough the African American perspective.
Hoffman. The African American perspective. Is that the name of a rap group or something? Pryor.
No, Mr. Murphy. It's not. It's that sort of attitude that I'm talking about. You know, George Carlin had a lot more airtime than me. And back in our day, he and I were 1A and 1B for best comedians alive. Yeah, he's on all the time, and I'm barely used.
Hoffman, what's this really about, Richie, okay? Is this about the Lincoln bit? Where he was standing on top of Bernie Mac, okay? I didn't think it was in good taste, but Abe insisted on it. Pryor.
What this is really about is that I don't think you're educated enough on the issues surrounding the black community. Have you heard of critical race theory?
Hoffman. No, what is that, a Spike Lee joint? Pryor.
No, Mr. Murphy. Critical race theory is a cross-disciplinary intellectual and social movement of civil rights scholars and activists who seek to examine the intersection of race, society, and law in the United States and to challenge mainstream American liberal approaches to racial justice.
Hoffman, racial justice? Is that the ball player who was with Halle Berry? I thought his name was David Justice. Pryor, you motherfucker.
Mr. Murphy, CRT is used in sociology to explain social, political, and legal structures and power distribution through the lens of race. I think it would be very beneficial if everyone involved with the show, especially you, be required to take a course on critical race theory.
Hoffman, you know what? You're probably right, Richie, okay, as I can see how much this issue is burning you up. Pryor.
You motherfucking white boy! Oh, fuck your ass up if you bring that up one more time.
Hoffman, Okay, Richie, holy shit, okay? Now, come on, I gotta get back to work, okay? I think that busted dance is starting to trend again on TikTok, okay? And I don't want you feeling that I'm disrespecting you, okay? I get enough shit for harassing all the skirts around here, okay? So if you set everything up, okay, I will take your critical race theory course. Prior.
You really mean it?
Hoffman, did George Floyd use fake currency? Prior.
You motherfucker! And live from Tom's phone, we're not alive. It's Saturday Night Live, starring an ever-evolving cast that is unionized and refuses to allow their names to be mentioned until their demands are met. Musical guest, Hank Williams, and your host, Shinzo Abe. Ladies and gentlemen, Shinzo Abe.
Applause, applause, applause. Abe.
Thank you. Thank you. While I am almost honored to be on this program, I, of course, am gravely disappointed to have been killed. And while in the nation that I love and proudly serve, Japan, gun violence is extremely rare, I do hope that this terrible tragedy will show that gun violence is a terrible epidemic that needs to be stopped. But I ask the great people of Japan to stay strong. I ask them to not allow what has happened to me to prevent them from enjoying their lives, continuing to voice their opinions, and working to make Japan an even better place.
Applause, applause, applause. Norm MacDonald comes out.
Hey there, Abe. Konnichiwa.
Abe.
It's Abe. Konnichiwa.
MacDonald.
Well, I heard backstage that you were some kind of politician or something. And I wanted to see if you could talk to me about some conspiracy theories.
Abe.
Can someone please check if this man is armed?
MacDonald.
Now, Mr. Abe, I want you to tell me the truth. They say that your killer acted alone, but I'm not one of those nincompoops who follows mainstream narratives. So tell me, who'd you piss off? The CIA? The FBI? Papua New Guinea? Was it Thailand? I heard the capital of Thailand is called Bangkok. Speaking of Bangkok, you didn't get shot in the groin, did you?
Abe.
Is there security here, by chance?
MacDonald.
Okay, Mr. Abe, I get the picture. You want me to leave you alone. But let me just ask you one last thing before I go. What was with your whole one-child policy thing anyway? I always thought that was a little weird. What's so bad about a few more Chinamen running around anyway?
Abe.
I wasn't Chinese. I was Japanese.
MacDonald.
What? Japan? Who let this Pearl Harbor bombing Jap in here anyway?
Michael Clark Duncan and Patrick Swayze come out and escort MacDonald off the stage. Abe.
Like I said, I'm almost honored to be here. but not quite. But we have a great show tonight. Hank Williams is here. So despite your cheating heart, let's listen to some Love Sick Blues. We'll be right back.